Hey guys, welcome to Weekend Beat Time. There's no intro this week. The reason is because this week is all about giving. I'm gonna give you guys a drum kit. You'll find the link in the description. I would have left that in there. I'm in the process of putting together this drum kit for you guys. I'm gonna just spend this video just going through what it is that you guys are getting, so you understand how to use it to your advantage, man, when you're making your beats. All right, guys. So let's just jump straight into it, man. Let me just explain a couple of things, where the sound is coming from. I promised you guys that I was gonna make a video on this and do a giveaway, man. So here it is this week. All right. So that we're completely transparent on the sound chain, you know, the way the sound's sort of traveling and how I've recorded it. I'm gonna explain to you guys what machines I've used and how I've basically gone about bouncing this drum kit for you guys, so you guys could get a bit of an appreciation for the machines I've been using. And yeah, all right, let's do it. Alright guys, so where does the sound come from? Well, the sound actually comes from my MPC. Alright guys, now the samples that I have in here are all drum breaks, and they are straight from vinyl into the drum machine. Alright guys, some of these, well, if not all of them, you may have heard them before. They aren't drum breaks that I made, as in like I sat there recording myself. These are drum loops and drum breaks that I've picked up over the years through various sample sources and that sort of stuff. So it starts off from my MPC. Alright, I basically have that and I'm playing it out. What I've done there on the MPC is the following. One thing I really like about the MPC is that the MPC, especially the 1000, has a really nice reverb. I know other MPCs have a reverb, I've heard them all, but I really like this one, man. I really like this one. It's kind of similar on the 2500, but the 2500 I think has just a little bit better audio, man. I've noticed that when I play this one through monitors and then I go and I use the 2500, I feel like the 2500 will even open up the sound a little bit better. Maybe the converters are better, maybe the outputs are just a little bit better on that machine, but nonetheless, I'm using this for the reverb. So I placed the reverb, got my drum kit broken up, placed the reverb on it. All right. Made a little reverb for the drum kit after I had chopped it, and then I took it to the next stage. The next step, guys, was to put it into and record it into the S950. What I did was I recorded myself going through it real slowly like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, right? Just running through it slowly and sampling it as one big audio. All right, so about 11 seconds all up. Why have I done that? Guys, I've done that so that I could capture the reverb of the MPC. All right, now I got a little trick that I know some of you guys would have already tried it, is that I like to put reverb and then take it to a compressor to really give it that ambience to solidify the sound. That's what I've done here. I use the reverb here, put it into the machine, right, into the S950. I've had this F950 for a while. I know a lot of, you know, there was a few of you guys when noticed that I put it up. It's just that I had it in storage for a while, man. But I've had this machine for a while. I really love using it. It's a little bit old school. It's a little time consuming. I got a hectic life, man. Busy, so I don't use it all the time. I showed you last week on how to use this. Well, I didn't show you how to use it, but I just showed you a few of its features. What I got out of this was not only its 12-bit conversion, right? So its converters, that gave it a real nice crunch to my reverb, and it gave a nice crunch to my drum kit. But then I used a little bit of the option here to make the sample louder, just to bring out some of the character of the machine. All right, a little bit of the noise that comes out of the S950. And guys, I put it through this. This is the compressor. Alright, analog compressor. Nothing digital here, man. This is the Universal Audio LA610. It's a beautiful compressor, guys. Beautiful compressor. What it does is, it actually has a preamp, which is, well, like a microphone preamp, but it actually allows me to run a line into the preamp. And I've taken it from stereo and I've made it into a mono, alright? Because this is a mono, a true mono channel strip is what they call them, right? In this one, right, we have a classic preamp, guys. It's a 2 preamplifier, the 610 by Universal Audio. What it does is I'm able to add gain, and I'm able to actually put some high end on it and some low end on it. They are absolutely beautiful sounding, man. You'll hear the samples. They're crisp. They're wonderful, man. And it really accentuates some of the high end and some of the crunch that comes from this S950. I've put that on the drum kit. All right. I didn't overdo it. I tried to be conservative. I tried to stop myself, you know, and think about it like as an artist, where less is best, and you got to really know when to stop adding things to it, man, and over processing things. It then takes it from this preamp, right, which really defines the signal, to then runs it through this compressor. What this compressor is, guys, is the Universal Audio T4 optical compressor. All right, it uses the same sort of circuitry as the T4. It is hands down the most beautiful compressor I've heard, man. It breathes. It sounds wonderful, man. When you hear it come through the speakers, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sounding compressor. What I then do is I've taken that drum kit and I've then ran it through the DigiDesigns, the Digi 001. Man, this thing is old school, man. Old school. A lot of people will complain about this. They'll say the converters are shit, but you know what? I think it's still a great sounding sound card, man. I'd be surprised if anyone still uses this shit, right? But I don't believe in replacing and throwing shit out all the time, and so I like to keep what I have and use what I have to its full potential. This thing is fantastic, man. It's got the 2 mic inputs at the front. It's got 8 in the back. You know, inputs, 8 outputs. It's got everything, man. I can control my monitors, the volume of my monitors through the front here. Do you know what I mean? It's just great sounding, man. Headphones, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff, man. I run a really old school setup, man. Really old school setup. I mean, look at this thing. All right, this is Pro Tools 6.4, which I think Jesus used to play on this thing, man, back in the days. Guys, this fucking thing is old, but it does the job, man. It does the job well. I don't feel like it takes away any of the color of the sound. It does a little bit, you know, if I had to be honest, it does a little bit, but nothing where you're just gonna listen to the drum kit and you're just gonna fucking corrupt the file and get over it. All right, it still sounds great. All right. One of the last things I want to say is that this is how you're gonna get the file. It's gonna be about an 11-second audio file. Now, on this Pro Tools, I am not going to put any compressors on it. I am not going to put a limiter on it. I am not going to use this sound card here. I'm not going to use it to process this sound in any way. Alright? I am not going to color the sound. What you're getting is the MPC reverb running into the 12-bit converters of the S950, which is a beautiful sounding thing. The sampler, we're going to add a little bit of volume this just to get more noise out of that, and then you're running into the 610 preamplifier with a little bit of gain to bring out some more of the noise, with a little bit of its channel strip equalizers, right, to give it the extra crunch, and it's going to run into an absolute classic T4 optical compressor here, man, by Universal Audio. All right, you're going to get the raw sound. This is what you're going to end up with. All right, I'm going to give you guys an 11-second sample. Let me just play it here, actually. Let me just play it here so you know what I'm talking about. This is how it's recorded. All right. This thing here, guys, right, actually has two different, because it's from a break, it might have, some of them will have two different kicks, some of them will have ghost kicks. If you haven't watched my ghost kick video, go back to the ghost kick video. I've got some extra hi-hats for you guys. So some of these kits, this is a drum kit, all right? Try not to mix them. I mean, you can if you want, but you're gonna get the best sound if they come from the same family. This is literally a drum kit, all right? It's gonna sound uniform. It's gonna have the same crunch. It's gonna sound great, man. You guys can add more color to it if you want. If you want to use the equalizer or do whatever, go ahead. You know, you can add a bit more color if you want. I would argue that the DAWs though won't really color the sound, all right? Not that much anyway. This is the analog file. The analog, you know, yeah, just the raw file here, guys. This is how you're gonna get it. So when you want to use this, you're gonna have to manually go through and take out the kick, take out the hi-hat. If you like this hi-hat more, take it out. Take it out in its entirety as well. All right, guys. You know what I'm saying? Use the whole thing, man. Use the whole thing. All right. Use that whole thing. So you get the reverb at the end as well. Up to you whether you want to use it on poly or you want to use it on mono. It's completely up to you guys, man. But you get the whole file, all right? And then that way you can see? A little bit of reverb and it just sounds crunchy, man. Crunch. That's what it's all about. Alright guys, that's it. You know what I mean? Go out there, make your beats. Enjoy making your beats. If you make something, man, put it in the comments section, man. I'd love to put the link in the comments. I'd love to hear it, man. And share. Do me a favor and just share. Share my channel. Share the stuff that I'm doing, man. You know what I mean? Us beat makers, we gotta stay together. You know what I mean? It's a community. We gotta keep pushing each other, man. Keep going. So thanks a lot, guys, man. The link should be there in the description. You guys just download it. Have some fun with it, man. Don't hit me up with any copyright crap, alright? Just relax. Relax. Just take care of your kids, man. You guys have a good weekend. Peace.